Charges imminent for suspects arrested in connection with recent robberies. Business chamber accusing government of sending mixed signals. Health Ministry begins administering fourth COVID shot to adults. And in sport, first above average fitness triathlon in Tobago, a success. Good evening, I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards. This is the Tobago Updates News for Wednesday, 18th May, 2022. Well, police say charges are expected to be laid soon against a member of the Defense Force and the two other suspects who were arrested in connection with the recent robberies that took place around Tobago. The three were held during an exercise on Tuesday. Warrants have been issued for other suspects. Two firearms believed to have been used by bandits in the robberies were discovered. Police added that a number of anti-crime exercises were carried out over the past few days, where 45 warrants were executed. A silver lining may be on the horizon as Chief Secretary Fali Augustine says he and his executive are in discussions for a solution to the woes experienced by those who use the air bridge, especially Tobagonians who are the most disadvantaged. More in this Beverly Edwards report.
Passengers who travel on the air bridge and sometimes find themselves stranded, having to overnight in uncomfortable conditions at the Piarco International Airport, can look forward to some relief, as late-night flights are in the making to return to the air bridge. During a recent appearance on the Tobago Updates morning show, Chief Secretary Fali Augustine said the idea was discussed with Caribbean Airlines and the Airport Authority during a security meeting last week. He said that the Airport Authority indicated that it will cost Caribbean Airlines some $500 per hour to keep the A&R Robinson International Airport open beyond its scheduled 10 p.m. opening.
For Tobago, in order to get that additional flight, the Airport Authority is requiring that Caribbean Airlines pay the cost of keeping the airport in Tobago open for each hour beyond 10 p.m.
Augustine pointed out that pre-COVID, the airport opened until around 1:30 a.m. But going forward, the $500 per hour figure converts to 14,000 TT, and the annual cost to keep the A&R Robinson Airport open to facilitate late flights will be in the vicinity of $4.7 million. He highlighted some of the times these late flights will be implemented.
I have started a conversation with the executive about us seeing whether we can pay that cost or whether we will designate some days in the week, especially on the weekends, for now, between Friday and Sunday.
Chief Secretary Augustine noted that the intention is to also capitalize on the opportunity to move passengers who arrive on KLM and other flights to Trinidad and are desirous of visiting Tobago. He said even though the Tobago House of Assembly may be able to cover some of the cost, the big question is whether Caribbean Airlines will be able to provide the adequate manpower.
And yes, $4.7 million for an entire year does not sound like a lot in terms of the operation of Caribbean Airlines. But we have to remember that Caribbean Airlines just did some restructuring as well. And so it's more than a cost factor. Now it will also be a question of the manpower factor. If the THE can cover that cost, will Caribbean Airlines have the manpower?
Augustine said that the air and sea bridge are public transportation systems, and there should be predictability of movement between the islands, especially when we are talking tourism.
The executive is currently considering paying that cost because of the public transportation good and the need for Tobagonians to just get home after doing business in Trinidad. But also at peak periods on the weekends when we want people to come and fill our villas and guest houses and Airbnb and hotels and so on, people need to be able to get to the island. We can't be in the business of tourism and it is so hard, so difficult to just get to this place. It has to be easier.
For Tobago Updates, I am Beverly Edwards.
The Ministry of Health will begin administering the fourth dose of the COVID-19 vaccine to several groups of people from this Friday. Health Minister Terence Dialson gave more details at the Ministry of Health's press conference.
For those who have already been boosted, regardless of the type of vaccine you were boosted with or the type of vaccine you got, WHO has approved an mRNA as another booster. So you can get the Pfizer booster, of which we have stock, for those over 60, regardless of your health status. So people like me, healthcare workers, regardless of age.
Meantime, the booster program for students began last Friday, and the Alsing said just over 200 children have taken the Pfizer booster so far.
Friday, Monday, and Tuesday, 204 children between 11 and 17 took the booster, for which we are happy, but we could do better. And we ask parents to bring in your children once they receive their second shot to get boosted.
He also gave an update on the vaccines for children aged 5 to 11.
We received confirmation that those vaccines are en route to Trinidad and Tobago. The route is a rather complex one because it's coming from Spain. So it goes from Spain, I believe Barcelona, overland to Brussels. Then it is flown from Brussels to Miami, and then flown from Miami to Trinidad and Tobago.
Now on to the latest COVID-19 figures. Over the last 24 hours, 45 new cases were reported. Total active cases are now at 527. There are 19 patients in the hospital. No new deaths have been reported. Total deaths remain at 267. We'll take a break now, but coming up next, the Tobago Business Chamber is concerned over mixed signals from the government.
Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Tobago in May. Prices are sweet like mango at Thorns Place. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Call now 745-7306 for our May special starting at 200 TT at Thorns Place. Prices are sweet like mango.
Our national borders, our first step to security, but a possible access point for guns, drugs, crime. If it does not look right, do the right thing. Call Crime Stoppers anonymously. 800-8477. Report possible border crime.
There's a taste in the air everywhere. vibe, cause it's something to share. Smooth, rich and creamy, you'll find it right here. Makes you smile, relax a while, it's fun and good cheer. Ooh, enjoy every scoop. Ooh, every taste will get you hooked. We have flavors that you love, a combination special. Come along, enjoy our treats. This is Uncle Pete's.
Welcome back. After listening to Finance Minister Colm Imbert's mid-year budget review on Tuesday, Chairman of the Tobago Business Chamber Martin George is now questioning the decision to remove the fuel subsidy. According to George, the government appears to be sending mixed signals regarding the state of the economy.
On the one hand, we hear of, the economic challenges facing the country, and then the picture painted by the Minister of Finance in terms of the mid-year review seems to be a bright and rosy picture. So then one needs to question why the government then felt it necessary to have that, removal of the fuel subsidy or reduction in the level of fuel subsidy, which resulted in increased fuel prices for consumers, which then had a knock-on effect on everything.
He, however, hopes that the government uses this opportunity to increase its diversification thrust.
A major part of that would be some serious focus on the tourism industry in Tobago and ensuring that things such as the current legislative regime, which strangles direct foreign investment, that those things are removed. We have called for the immediate and unconditional repeal of the Foreign Investment Act, and we repeat that call today.
George also repeated the call for the government to make Tobago a VAT-free zone,
so that persons can choose Tobago as their retirement home, as their place to retire. So therefore, you are immediately saved 12.5% of all your expenses by coming to live in Tobago as a VAT-free zone. And it's something both Trinidadians and Tobagonians will enjoy. It's not just for Tobagonians. So it's going to be a tremendous benefit for everybody. You're going to have a boost in investment.
He stressed that the government must be creative and innovative while trying to manage the economy. The Catholic Church says it has launched an investigation to verify the truth of the allegations of child abuse at children's home.
In a release today, the Church said it acknowledges the December 14, 2021 report from the Cabinet-appointed committee entitled Safeguarding Children in Community Residences and Child Support Centers in Trinidad and Tobago. It said these allegations grieve our hearts and we shall do everything we can to bring healing and justice. The Church noted that its investigative team will include independent and qualified experts in the fields of psychology, child care, social work, law, and human resource management. It said the mandate of the Church is to preach and live the gospel with concern for the total well-being of all persons, especially children, and we give the assurance that every step will be taken to determine the facts and act appropriately in accordance with our public duty. The Church further added that the investigation will also provide recommendations for improvements for the future. Reporting for Tobago Updates, I am Gail Thomas.
Chief Secretary Farley Augustine put Tobagonians on notice that chartered sailings to our Caribbean neighbors are on the drawing board, something exciting for all to look forward to. Here's more in this story.
Chartered sailings to some of our regional neighbors were among some of the plans for Tobago, which Chief Secretary Farley Augustine highlighted during his discourse on the Tobago Updates morning show earlier this week. This as he discussed improved services and the movement of passengers on both the air and sea bridge. Augustine said the idea will be discussed further when he meets with the Port Authority Board later this week.
One of the things that the Port Authority and myself will discuss when we meet, I think it's this week, I'm sure, when we meet again, is the issue of having a sailing from one of the other Caribbean territories, starting it off as a charter. And I spoke with the Minister of Works on this matter, starting it off as a charter in the first instance to see the economic viability of it, and with the intention of having it as a regular run.
Mr. Augustine explained that the amount of fuel that the ferries will use from Tobago to Grenada is the same amount that is used from Tobago to Trinidad. It's all about the geographical distance between the islands.
Most people don't recognize the geography of it and how close to Tobago Grenada is, and how far Port of Spain might be, because to get to Port of Spain we have to go around the entire north coast of Trinidad to get to Port of Spain. So we're looking at that.
Beverly Edwards for Tobago Updates.
We have the sport report coming up next. Stay tuned.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
Coconut's Cafe, the buffet restaurant that specializes in all your tasty local dishes for breakfast and for lunch. Breakfast includes coconut bake and sada roti served with chokers, bull joil and sausages in tomato sauce. Not forgetting beef and cheese pies, shepherd's pie, macaroni pie and rice in various styles. Meat served in a variety of flavors, garden salads and pasta salads. All this accompanied by fruit juices, coconut water, your choice of a great combination to appease your taste buds. So call us today to order, as we are here to accommodate your busy schedules or if you are having a cooking day off.
Advertise with Tobago Updates. Call 284-6597. If you have a small or large business, we can get your information in front of the masses. Reach our rapidly growing viewership on Facebook and YouTube. Promote your brand in Trinidad and the Caribbean through M&E TV Now and Gayel. Yes, we can build unique ads for your business. Call now 284-6597 and advertise with us.
Welcome to sport. Sinclair's Coaching School and FC Tobago Phoenix recorded wins at the Montgomery Recreation Grounds last weekend in the Tiger Tanks Under-20 Invitational Tournament. First placed, Sinclair's Coaching School emerged with a 4-1 win over Stokely Vale FC. Jean Paul, Stephen Fraw, Colin Sargent and Tyreek Dennis were on target for Sinclair's Coaching School, while Deshaun Rochford scored in the 54th minute for stellar-placed Stokely Vale. Sargent is the leading goal scorer in the tournament with 6 goals. Meanwhile, FC Tobago Phoenix whipped Bethel United 3-0. Shaquille Carrington scored in the 42nd minute. Jeremiah Bristol was on target in the 45th minute, and Jariel Arta completed the scoring with a 64th minute goal. The first triathlon event in Tobago for the year was a successful one. Above Average Fitness, in collaboration with the Trinidad and Tobago Triathlon Federation, staged the event in Buku last Saturday. The event also served as the final qualifying event for athlete selection for the Commonwealth Games. In the end, Jason Costello was the overall winner in 1 hour, 3 minutes and 6 seconds. The first female to complete the swim, ride and run was Jenna Ross. Several local relay teams also participated in the event, which was a prelude to the upcoming annual Rainbow Cup. And that does it for sport, but stay tuned. We have more news coming up next.
Are you looking for that all-in-one shopping experience? Then look no more. Visit Lamb's Best Mart for your grocery items, fruits and vegetables, drinks, home items, stationery, gift items, hampers, shopping gift cards, toiletries, small hardware items, and much more. We provide order and pickup service, even delivery to your door. We are your friendly community supermarket. Check us out today at Lamb's Best Mart, located at 22 Daniel Trace Canby, or visit us on social media at Lamb's Best Mart.
I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards to our top
Tobago
story.
Update Sports. I'm your boy Marcus Daniel. Thank you.
Trinidad and looms as
remains when
the public is
nobody lives here. Oil and gas exploration continues to affect the livelihood.
Spearsides Marine Industry. Tobago fishermen
When will the
Sion Francis
Hospital be fully functional?
of the 5 a.m. to 12 p.m. window
Still find
at the islands
treasures like the Golden
continue
Waterfall.
to rise in Tobago.
If you see or know about a crime, report a crime safely and anonymously. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. You can play your part safely and anonymously. Report a crime. Earn a reward. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime. Be a hero. Champion. Fearless citizen. Be a crime stopper safely and anonymously. Call 800-TIPS. Help stop crime.
Tobago Glass Supplies has been a leading name for over 37 years in the glass and aluminum market in Tobago. We provide an extensive range of high-quality, innovative aluminum and glass products for commercial and residential use. Competitive prices with superior and professional services by committed employees who are guided by rigid quality standards. Tobago Glass Supplies specializes in the manufacture and installation of glass and aluminum products products that are essential to today's homeowners and the business environment. We are engaged in marketing, sales, and installation of a variety of products. These ranges from windows and doors to necessities such as mirrors for homes and vehicles, designed and manufactured in-house or imported.
Over 200 students from the White-Up Skills Training Program graduated yesterday. The graduation ceremony took place at the Magdalena Grand Hotel and Golf Resort under the theme, Do Something Worth Remembering. Here's more in this report.
Do Something Worth Remembering was the theme for White-Up's graduation ceremony. Featured speaker Chief Secretary Fali Augustine says graduates should be inspired to push the boundaries.
So I hope this something worth remembering that you will do will be something that is immensely positive. Think beyond and outside of the box. In fact, destroy the box, burn up the box, throw away the box. And if there's a key, fling it away too. Because your world should never be confined by four walls.
Graduate Arthur Goddard is doing just that. After managing his own business, helping other business owners with websites and online content, Goddard got the opportunity to study medicine.
It was very hard decision to make, but I chose to master my skill. I chose my skills because it wouldn't just be my clients that I will be disappointing. It will be the 500,000 visitors to their sites and who depend upon their digital business that I'll be disappointing as well.
Graduates received certificates in agro-processing, commercial food preparation, dressmaking and design, childcare, and more. Member of the Board of Directors, Cecile Beckles, says White-Up is poised to build Tobago's human capital for the future.
With White-Up's ability to adapt and customize training to meet the demands of focus sectors of Tobago's economy, we are well poised to deliver community-based training, technology-enabled learning programs, and ICT upskilling.
According to the valedictorian Camille Trim, it is already producing success.
Our skill led us down the path where we are now selling vegetables at wholesale stores. Our panels are being hung at churches and offices, or some of these products are being sold in the biggest supermarkets throughout the length and breadth of Tobago.
For Tobago Updates, I am Candice Jackson.
Male students were in the spotlight on Monday as the Goodwood High School celebrated International Day of the Boy Child. The boys showed their skills as they prepared bus-up shot and a tasty pot of stewed chicken. They had some help from Assistant Secretary in the Division of Community Development, Youth Development and Sport, Wayne Clark.
It's so important that the young men have good people to look at and to mirror. It makes it much easier for them. When they have positive people around them, it makes their job that much easier.
There were other activities throughout the day, including presentations by students and staff members on the importance of making good decisions. The event was organized by teachers Joseph Frederick, Mr. Kwamina, and Ms. Brebner. And that story brings us to the end of our Tobago Updates newscast for this evening. I'm Patricia Nicholson Richards, thanking you so much for tuning in and wishing you a great evening.